everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adha Elom. I'm glad to have you guys back here with me again. If you're new here, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming into this community. Please do well to subscribe. And to our old subscribers, thank you for always being there. Thank you very much, okay? Alright, so today I will be talking about something very personal, but also very important, yes. It's no other than my fibroid journey. Yes, my fibroid journey. Um, I'll be sharing my story, what I have learned, and then hopefully help someone out there who feels that she's alone. I just want you to know that you're not alone, right? You're not alone. In this, in this fibroid journey, you're not alone. Okay? Alright. Fibroids are non-cancerous growths. They develop within or around the womb, right? They develop within or around the womb. And not all women with fibroids have symptoms, while some have symptoms. You know, some have very severe symptoms, right? Some people have, some do not have, while some have symptoms, and I'm one of those people that have symptoms. Yes. Okay, my symptoms. All right, my symptoms. Okay. So I used to have very heavy bleeding. Whenever I'm in my period, I used to have very heavy bleeding, severe cramps, very severe cramps, right? Back pain. Uh, I'm always feeling very nauseous anytime I'm in my period, right? And then what helps me is that I tend to go for spicy food, right? Things that will help my taste bud and all that. And I hardly go out, especially the first 2 days of me being in my period. I don't go out. To tell you how severe it was very severe. It wasn't now I can't even imagine how I was able to pull through at that very tender age, right? If these symptoms I just mentioned sounds very familiar to you, just know that you're not alone. You're not alone, right? Okay, my diagnosis. Alright, so I was diagnosed with fibroid. That was in I got to know I had fibroid in 2014. Yes, I was pregnant then, and I think I was about entering my second trimester. That was almost at the towards the end of my first trimester slash the beginning of my second trimester, right? I started, all of a sudden I started having very severe pain around on the left part of my tummy then, right? I was having very severe pain, so I had to go to the hospital. That was where the doctor diagnosed me with fibroid. Yes, that was where I was told, it was confirmed that I had fibroid. Yes, that was when I got to know. Did I feel relieved? Not really, because no, I was pregnant then, so nothing much could be done. Yes. Okay. Treatment. Okay. Um, for me, I didn't. Okay. After I gave birth to my child in 2015, right? I wasn't able to take it until like 4 years after. Yes. My second child came in 4 years after. Not that we were not trying. We were trying, but it didn't happen. So it happened 4 years later. But in between that period, I was taking I was also trying the herbal remedies, right? I was trying the herbal remedies and all that. I don't know if you have anybody that has tried the herbal remedy and it worked. Because for me, I don't think it worked. I'm not sure they work. But if you have anybody, if you can let me know in the comment section if you know anybody who tried the herbal remedy and it worked. Yes, you can let me know in the comment section. And I remember also, okay, so after I gave birth to my child, my second child, right, the fibroid grew bigger. The second pregnancy was not a smooth one. It wasn't smooth at all. It wasn't. It was like the child, the baby and the fibroid were, no, we were struggling to survive in the womb. So I was the one at the receiving end. I was always in pain. I was always in pain. No, I was in pain all through my pregnancy. Same thing happened to my third pregnancy, which happened like 2 years after. But no, I was able to take in like 2 years after my second child. I took in for my third child, my third pregnancy. I took in for my third child. It was also a struggle for me because I was in constant pain. I was in constant pain, right? It wasn't so easy. So I think it was even after I gave birth to my third child, that I started considering the possible treatment options available. Right? For me, I had never thought of surgery because I'm scared of being under the knife. Yes. Maybe I might change my mind much later. But for now, I really don't want to go under the knife for now. Yes. And then at some point, I wanted to go for the HIFU. That's the high intensity focused ultrasound procedure. It's a procedure where they use ultrasound wave to destroy the fibroid. But I could not proceed because it costed a lot, right? A lot of money was involved, so I just put it aside. Yes. So those were the treatment options that I had tried. I had tried the herbal remedies. For me, it didn't work. It did not work. And then I wanted to go for HIFU, right? Because of the finance involved, I had to put a stop to it. Okay, but currently I'm trying to I'm working on my I'm trying I'm trying to change my lifestyle, right, in terms of my diet and the rest, my general lifestyle as a whole. I'm working on it here, right? My diet, I'm trying to watch what I eat, especially those foods that help fibroid develop. I've gone online to know this, and I was told by the doctor too of things that can help me manage the fibroid, right? Sugary things are not allowed if you really want to help yourself, right? So those are the treatment options that I have tried. But currently I'm using the lifestyle treatment. I'm trying to work on my lifestyle generally, the food, my diet, being active and all that. Yes. Okay, what I wish I knew before now. Okay, so looking back, I wish I had known that heavy periods are not normal. So me having heavy periods, they are not normal. Okay. And also, I wish I had known that fibroids are more common than we think that they are. They are very, very common, right? And I also wish that I had known that it is okay for me to ask for help, right? And also talk about it. This thing, fibroid. It's okay for me to, if I wish I had known that it's okay for me to talk about it. Maybe I would have gotten the answers I got earlier than I did. Yes. So if you are watching this video and all that you have heard sounds very similar to you, I just want you to know that you are not alone, right? You're not alone. You can ask for help, talk about it. These are the things that help you pull through this experience, right?